Congressman Stanton, it is a great day, right? These are things that happen. These people get detained and taken hostage around the world, and sometimes the end is not good or very long. And when it happens, even though there are so many others who are still held and so much more work to do, we cannot but celebrate and be happy that one of our fellow citizens is back on American soil.
What a beautiful day. A beautiful day yesterday for, of course, first and foremost, Brittney Griner, her wife Cherelle, but for all of America. A wrongfully detained American was able to be brought home to freedom, and that is a great day for all of America. And it represents an important American value. We're not going to forget you. We are going to fight to bring you home. And I'm proud of the work that we were able to do to bring Brittney Griner home. And Cherelle Griner is a hero. We should all have a spouse that would show the grace and courage and strength and advocacy for Brittney that Cherelle did. And we also owe a debt of gratitude to the family of Paul Whelan, as you just talked about in the previous segment. What a grace note. What an amazing grace note to be disappointed that your loved one was not able to get out of the Russian prison system, but still be able to say, bringing home another American is the right thing to do. That is beauty in action, and we owe that family a huge debt of gratitude.
Yeah, we want every single one of these people brought home. Use the term wrongfully detained, which is now the word we use, right? It's a thing we used to think of as hostages. Most people who were taken somewhere were held as hostages. They might have been held by bandits or terrorist groups. More people detained today, more Americans detained today are wrongfully detained. They're charged with something that may or may not have been relevant on trumped-up charges, held or claimed to be something else. We want them all back. There was actually a competitive television station last night was putting banners up that read, "Biden chose Griner over former Marine Whelan," and another one that says, "Marine left behind." I think the Whelan family did show remarkable grace. What a hard thing to do. Your loved one didn't come back. Someone else's loved one did. But a sense that we should all be in this together.
We passed an important resolution, a bipartisan resolution in Congress demanding the return of Brittney Griner and saying we were going to support the president. We knew there was going to be an incredibly difficult decision that had to be made. We knew that there was going to be critics, but we wanted to show the president that Congress, on behalf of the American people, had his back to make the tough choices necessary. And oh, by the way, we've got to do everything we can now to bring Paul Whelan home and other wrongfully detained Americans. There's dozens of them around the globe. We have a special office called the Special Presidential Envoy for Hostage Affairs, whose job it is to work to do everything we can to bring home Americans who are wrongfully detained around the globe. And it shows that diplomacy can work, even in the worst of times when the tensions between Russia and the United States could not be higher because of the illegal and immoral invasion of Ukraine by Russia. But even under those incredibly difficult circumstances, diplomacy can still work. And it really is a wonderful thing.
You know Brittney Griner. You saw the images of her when she was released. You saw the images of her on the plane. And we saw the images of her when she was detained. And she did not look. She looked like we would all look if we were detained. She looked frightened. She looked, not good. And now these pictures, you see her coming back. What does it look like to you? Have you talked to her, and have you talked to her family?
No, so first off, she's going through the medical treatment and obviously the mental health treatment. The trauma that she has gone through. We can't even imagine what she has gone through in a penal colony hundreds of miles from Moscow. But look, Brittney Griner, I was mayor when she was drafted by the Phoenix Mercury. I'm a big basketball fan. I'm a big WNBA fan. My family are season ticket holders. So we got to know her over the years. I've got the chance to march with her in gay pride parades, and my wife and she worked on anti-bullying campaigns. And I got to see her develop not just to one of the best basketball players on planet Earth, but a great leader, a social justice leader in the Phoenix community. And that's what we really miss about her. We need her leadership, and we are just so ecstatic. This country is, but the Phoenix community in particular is just ecstatic that Brittney is back on American soil, and she'll be back in Phoenix soon enough. And people ask about when is she going to be back on a basketball court? Who cares? What we care about is her, and it's going to, whatever it takes, as long as it takes. Who cares? We're just ecstatic that she is back among us in the United States of America. That's a great day for this country.